goes out to all my gamers out there. We've all been there. You know this feeling. Oh man.
I wake up early in the morning, make a gas sweep. It's like I'm in the nether cause I can't sleep. In case you got amnesia, man, I want that blue stuff. I got my
Hey, what is
pick
up?
with a watchu buff. I'm at Y12 baby cause that's where it's found. I'm so freaking lucky that I'm underground. I got big dreams of tearing at some big seams. So time to grind and hit the big leagues. Yeah, I'm mine all day, I'm mine all night, I'm mine non-stop till the diamonds are inside. And I'm mine all stone till I'm all alone.
There we go. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stream earlier. That hurts. I meant to stream earlier, but on Thursday the internet was like so messed up. And it sucks because I would have had like so. Hold on, let me turn this down some more. It sucks because I would have had like so much time to stream because we had a snow day, but I just wasn't able to stream because the internet was just so poor. Now I know that I started the stream late, and I'm really sorry. And I know, yes, every single person who's watching right now is probably looking forward to me talking about news and reacting to memes and stuff. I really want to do some gaming tonight, though, or today. So I'm gonna pop on the Minecraft server, the Carr 3 SMP, in a second here. Let's see. Give me a minute here. But yes, we do have some things to get to. I will be reacting to some stuff later. I also want to give a special shout out to my roommate there, Craig, for throwing some stuff up into the Discord finally. He's got some good suggestions that I think are going to be fire. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pop into the Minecraft Discord and here, I'll see if you can hear me in a minute. Hey! Are you there? Hello? Oh shoot, no, you muted yourself. Hello? You're hold on, let me see. You're muted. Dude, you wait, no. Wait, you haven't muted yourself. I muted you, I think. Did I?
DJLL reacts.
Let me check.
Said in the chat. Luigi back at it again doing his taxes.
Hi. Yes. Hello, are you there?
There we are.
Yes, awesome. I can hear you now. Wonderful. Let's see. So are you playing Minecraft right now?
Yep.
Cool. So how long are you free to play?
I'll probably head out at like 3:40.
Okay. Cool. I'll be on here for a little bit. So.
Cool.
Let me see. I need to. I need a second here. I need to pop it on. I'll be.
Drink of the day.
Yes, drink of the day. Let's see. Well, we do have, as usual, you know, the bourbon whiskey. However, I do have some root beer that I got out yesterday that I kind of want to get some more of again. So I'm gonna go grab some root beer and I'll be back on the Minecraft server finally for once.
Yeah, you've been gone a while.
When was the last time I was on or you guys were on? Because I haven't heard much chatter in the Discord.
No? There's been several things that have been posted there.
Oh, that's true. I saw a few things. I need to go through that again. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back.
I'll tell you later.
I need to check and make sure that my microphone actually sounds good because I kind of screwed up the settings. That's what I was on there. Okay, hold on, let me see here. I just checked. I need to turn up the microphone on my end. Cool, then I'll be ready. Yes, by the way, the root beer the root beer that I'm drinking. All right.
Nice.
Let's turn up my vocals a little bit.
You should place markers on maps. That would be really nice.
Awesome. There. Because last stream I like completely screwed up my my settings.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, the quality was bad. Like most people didn't like catch how bad it was, but it was pretty awful.
Hmm.
And also, like, I hate it when like people don't catch how bad my settings are too, because like it's nice to hear from chat like, yo, you sound like trash. Which I totally
me
did.
and Noah have been chilling on and off on Minecraft quite a bit. We've been mapping areas that we've already explored, or kind of exploring map chunks that we just haven't fully explored.
Oh yeah, I saw that as one of the quests.
Yep. And I had some time on my hands, so I redid my kingdom for the most part.
Redid it?
Yeah, my whole main keep, that's been totally changed. The wall was replaced with stone instead of dirt.
Oh.
Said in the chat, dude, how have you been?
DJ, how have you been? I've been
My
good.
home's pretty different.
DJ Elephant, I've been DJ Elephant, how have you been? I've been good.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, with Amar.
Yes.
Hello, Amar.
Oh, hey Andrew, what's up?
Hello. My room's cold, but other than that, I'm okay.
Nice. Cool. I haven't seen you in a good bit.
I know.
We gotta hang out again.
I know. Life's busy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm hoping sometime during the week we can like at least catch each other like in Discord and play a bit.
I'd like to. This weekend is pretty booked for me. I don't know. I might see if I can't get some work done today and see if I can't make something happen. But
nice. Because I will be free. I also will be free tonight. I know, Noah, you said, or shoot, why did I call you Noah? Nate. I know you said that you'd be free to play at like 7 or so. I have work from 7 to 10, but it's closing, so I might get off at 9:30. If you guys are free then, I might be able to hop on with you guys then as well.
Maybe another.
Depends. I gotta knock some stuff out, so I'm gonna go do that. But goodbye, friends.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. I'll probably be on here until like maybe 5 or like 5. So if you're done with stuff at like 4,
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Well, it won't be, but
that's what we'll see means. Yeah. Oh goodness, I'm hoping. So my birthday is on March 5th. I'm hoping somebody gets me a webcam that I've been wanting for a while, because apparently it's pretty good. Like it's the webcam that like everyone recommends streamers start off with.
Oh really?
Yeah, which is cool, because like I have the microphone that everyone says you should start off with, and so if I have that plus the
DJ LL reacts. Said in the chat. Oh, cool.
If I have like the microphone that everyone says that streamers should start off with, plus the webcam that everyone says you should start off with, I think I should be set for a while. Let's see here.
I have no idea which one they'd recommend. I just ended up getting one that was like $20. I'm happy with it.
Wait, what webcam do you have?
I don't know. That's how much I didn't care. Said in big letters, it can go up to 1080p. Wow.
That's a pretty high bar there, man.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, people will be blown away by the quality. Plus my VirtualBox has been having all kinds of funky issues. Either that or it's the computer itself, where it feels like it keeps running things in the background and it's not turning them off like it used to. Yeah. So I have to shut it down and then it runs fine. But if I just leave it on, then it's having a lot more problems.
What if you get more RAM? I don't know the Windows 11 thing. Like,
You cannot do that with Mac.
Yeah.
Not the M1s.
You can upgrade the RAM.
Nope, not the M1s.
What? I don't believe you.
What you bought is what you get.
I really believe you. I'm having trouble believing that. There's like literally no way. Like, do you have a laptop or desktop? Hold on,
It's a Mac Mini.
Oh, it's a Mac Mini. You still should be able to.
Nope.
Nah, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it.
Even if there is, I would have to bring it to an Apple store. If it's a possibility. Them ones were more or less made to not allow people to do anything to them.
Wait, hold on.
Security.
Hey, do you know how to disable the PIP, the picture-in-picture on Discord?
Like
I wanna have it up. I don't want it to be streaming the video because I think it's using up some RAM. But I don't know how to do that.
So, I guess I'm trying to remember
Because my
what.
computer's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
And I think
You want to
I think it's because of the
disable
video.
the what?
Like, there's a picture-in-picture where, like, no matter where you go in Discord, like, there's always, like, a small icon that has the video chat on. I'm trying to see if I can turn that off.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, I found it. The disable video. And then when I go to there you go. Yeah. I've been streaming for a while, but I still have stuff to learn.
Fireworks star.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my own place and having a studio to like building out an actual studio to stream from and stuff.
Oh.
Because I like to
I'm
have
looking
like a couple
forward to having my own
things.
place and getting my own little studio. I don't know about streaming. I might include it, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to have like at least a couple setups where one is just like kind of like the more gaming and chatting setup, and another one would be like if I wanted to do a podcast or have like an interview or like debate with like a guest, I could do that. Excuse me. And that's kind of why I picked this microphone. I picked because it has like a really wide polar pattern. So, like, if I could just set it in a room and have a dialogue with someone, and like with my settings, it could pick it up fine.
Yeah, you won't have any issues at all with that.
Yeah. If I get the webcam that I want for my birthday, and get enough money to buy like another webcam, because I want to get like at least two of the same webcam, so I can have like different angles. And one of the angles I want is one that's in my my Goon machine.
Your what machine?
My Goon machine, Charles Squish machine. This
No
guy.
idea what that is.
This guy.
This guy?
I don't know if you have my stream up, but I've got the Goon machine here.
I'm gonna say it's that I can't see you, Omar.
There we go. My game's a lot faster now. But yeah, I feel like that'd be fun because having something like that be a little bit more creative than having like an AFK screen. Oh, by the way, what do you use to edit video?
DJ LL.
So I use Wondershare Filmora Pro. It's kind of like an off-brand Premiere Pro, which would be the best audio software. They also have a more streamlined or simple version, not as powerful, but I guess more user-friendly, Filmora Pro, both of which I believe are a one-time purchase kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
And they're both pretty good, yeah. Because like Premiere Pro, assuming you're a student for the rest of your life, you can get like $20 a month, but I got mine for like $100 for life.
Ooh.
And there's some obnoxious things about it that you got to get used to, but it's nothing that would make it not worth the price difference.
Yeah, that is cool. I was just wondering because I need, and maybe somebody else can help me out with this, but I needed to like make a reel out of a clip from Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded the Chapel, but it's like an hour long at like 720p. And so when I tried to open it in my video editor, it choked and it froze because it was trying to load the whole video in the RAM, and it just wasn't working.
Might need a better computer. Either that or use one of the campus computers.
I mean, that's a good
but there
point.
are some programs that just struggle with it.
Yeah,
I don't know which one you use.
I use Shotcut. Or not Shotcut. I use KDM Live, which is like a free software that's like really good. But that's a good point because I think you can get a portable version of KDM Live, which means I don't need to install it. I can just open it. And if it lets me open it, then I should be able to just go in, make the edits that I need, and export the video.
Mm-hmm.
But I also need like a spare flash drive to put everything on, and I have a flash drive also on my wish list of things I want for my birthday.
Oh, you don't? Well, flash drives are pretty cheap. Well, I guess it depends on how much storage or if you want a fancy one.
That's true. I kind of want two 64 gigabyte flash drives.
Yeah, those aren't bad.
Yeah, one at least. Oh, ouch. One at least I want to use to create Necromancer 2.0, which I'm really excited about building out.
What's Necromancer 2.0?
Well, it's the well, I mean, I need the flash drive to build it, so I haven't built it yet. But the Necromancer is is where I take like the there's a program out there called Yumi, where you can make images out of. No wait, how's it work? You can take a bunch of different images and put them on the same flash drive and just boot into the flash drive and pick whatever operating system you want to run. And I use it to like bring dead computers back to life. If like the operating system got corrupted, then I can just go in, put the flash drive in, turn it on, and it'll run from the flash drive if the hard drive is messed up. And you can still like use the computer. And so that's why I call it Necromancer.
Yeah.
And it's fun, but I had... Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, is it best to use the USB, or would an external SSD be better?
Well, they both use flash storage.
Yeah.
I think, and also another thing too is most of these they're live images. They're not like persistent images, so it's not like you'll be going in there and saving a bunch of settings and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I already have like the original Necromancer. Oh hey, is that you?
Yep.
Oh, what you
I
doing down
got
there?
stuck. Well, I got stuck in it.
You got stuck down here?
Well, I just now did.
Why don't you come out?
Well, because I just got here.
Just come out.
Need to pull my shovel.
You just jump. There you, yeah, there you go. See, not that hard.
I don't have that much jump. I can't jump from like 5 blocks.
No, just go like up here, like this pathway right here.
There wasn't a pathway there. It needs to be too wide for a horse, not one wide.
It's literally how I came down.
It has to be too wide.
Wait, but what are you working on?
Like, what am I doing? Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh. Right now,
Also, is it
not
possible for me
much.
to ride your horse as like a passenger?
I wish. Like, that should be an update, that you can have passengers.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back to actually, I'm gonna go this way. I take the lag that this makes me go through. I'm gonna go back and grab my skeleton steed from the stables. I think I left the skeleton steed in the stables. And
Yeah.
I can hang with you for a bit.
Man, I'm gonna have to get my,
DJ LL Reacts said in the chat, That's what she said.
Yeah, DJ LO, I'm trying to ride that pony. When are we going to fix the lag with these animals?
Is there any?
Yes, there's a lot.
I've never experienced it.
At least on my end. Maybe you're not seeing it.
Maybe it's just you, because I know, like right now I'm having lag like nobody's business, but that's just because my computer's being really slow right now, and I'm trying to figure out why.
No, there's a lot of lag in this area because of all those animals.
Well, when it's not having this, I have zero lag. I don't have any issues.
Well, also your computer's probably a lot more
place where
powerful.
somebody actually had quite a bit of entity crowding and didn't have issues.
Also, I'm quite sure that your computer's a lot more powerful than mine. Or maybe everyone just has more powerful machines than me. That could be it.
It probably is.
Also, one of these days, I need to make a video showing all of my my streaming settings, so that if this computer ever dies, which I feel like it will eventually, I'll just be able to replicate everything again.
Yeah, I usually keep important information like that just on a document somewhere where I can get it anytime.
Yeah, or I think the software I use, OBS, might have a what? OBS.
There you go.
Yeah, OBS might actually have a portable version, which if so, then I can probably export my settings and put them on a flash drive and get them later. Alrighty. Alright, so where are we going, my man?
Well, I can show you the new house.
Hey.
Made some new banners.
Dude, how are you going so fast?
Because I have a really good horse. Remember, I'm the horse guy.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm currently trying to hunt down some new ones.
Oh,
See if I can find even better.
I got stuck behind these trees. There's a skeleton, there's a villager stuck outside, so that's fun.
Are you on the horse?
Yeah, where are you?
Wait, so you can't see me.
I can see you.
Okay. Because I see you standing off in the distance, and then your horse moving around on its own.
No, I'm on a horse.
Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this so you can see.
I'm right next to you, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna put these in the chat real quick.
Can you not? Dude, are you streaming right now?
No.
I wish I could see your POV. Hold on.
I'm sending 2 images that show the 2 things that I'm looking at.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna wait. Let me look.
There
at this.
we go.
What is this? Okay.
DJ LL reacts.
So is that?
Said in the chat. E.
So wait. So is that me? Where I was when I hopped on the horse?
That's you on the hill. Yeah, that's you on the hill and you on the horse next to me.
There's so many things in the game that got janky that they haven't fixed yet. Especially to do with like entities, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping
the boat
they get their
thing
act together.
in particular is. I always have to worry about my horses despawning.
Yeah, and the boats disappearing. Like there's so many things that Minecraft needs to fix. Which hopefully they get over trying to add new features like before like fixing what's already broken about the game.
Yeah.
There we go. That's fun. That's fun.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna pop back again.
Okay.
Wait, DJ LO, why'd you say E? Why'd you throw that in the chat? EA Sports, it's in the game.
Are you talking to me?
Well, I was talking to DJ LO because in the chat she said E.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, why'd you say E? Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
you got, yeah, now I see you on your horse. This is weird.
Well, let me check this for a second.
Oh, stop it.
JLL reacts.
I feel like
Said in the chat.
phantoms are like a clock.
my
If
mom.
you watch them, they won't attack you.
Oh yeah, haha,
You know,
your
that's,
mom.
that's what happens with clocks. You watch them, so they won't attack.
Wait.
A watch pot never boils, and a
Oh,
watch
DJ
phantom
Elo,
never
I
attacks.
just got that. That's funny. Wait, where are you? Wait, Nate, where'd you go?
Where
Oh,
do
there
you go?
I see you. Okay,
There we are.
you see me on the horse?
Yes.
Right, no, horse.
Plus, I find the skeleton horse. I've yet to find a really good skeleton horse. It feels like they're all just about the same. Like they don't have any variation in ability.
Every single one of these creatures are skeleton steeds.
Also, I heard that like lightning striking a horse would turn it into a skeleton horse. And I was just chilling with my horses, and lightning strikes me and like 3 of my horses out of nowhere.
What? Did they turn into skeleton horses?
No, I'm so disappointed.
It's kind of sad. See, it'd kind of almost be better if, like, eventually, in the future, I just don't play Minecraft on my computer and get, like, an actual game system to play Minecraft with,
Could do that.
and then use a capture card.
Yeah. I want to get a capture card so I can record stuff on like the Wii or whatever.
I watched a review. Apparently, you can get a cheap capture card and it'll, like, actually be good.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, you can get one for, like, $30 and it'll actually be good. Which is, like, crazy.
So
Like,
yeah,
have you ever
this is the new house.
Like, who do you watch for tips on streaming?
I kind of don't. I already knew most everything I needed to know, so I just kind of went for it.
Yeah, I
I'm a
already know a
broadcast
lot.
major and whatnot, so it's like, oh well, yeah, that's all I need.
It's true. Yeah, like, I do know a lot, but I feel like there's always something I could be doing better, and so I'm always watching, like, content from creators like that.
Yeah, I'm also probably just less committed to the whole streamer thing. I just kind of do it for fun. If people watch, fine. I started to make it a thing where if I'm streaming, then I'm just going to make it a joke that no one is watching. So even if I do get viewers, I'm just going to say no one's watching, no matter what.
They make some really entertaining streams.
So this is the House of Despawn. This is the cult meeting in the corner.
Wait, these are the horses that have despawned? Or your
No,
diamond
these
horses?
are the horses that were bred from Despawn, my horse. Respawn has despawned. The others have not.
But now you have a new despawn. Who has not
I
despawned.
no, Despawn has never despawned. But there was one time that I thought he did, and then Noah discovered him near his house. Which begs the question, how did a horse get out of a cage over to his house that water
Wait.
like blocked away?
Oh, so that horse, that one time I was hanging out in car 3 that you were upset that was lost, you found it?
I think that was a different one.
Oh.
But
Have you not found that one
yeah,
yet?
I'm starting to think that they really aren't despawning. They're just wandering somehow. Like they're glitching out of the house and spawning in different locations and just walking around. So it's possible if we explored the world, we will run into some diamond armor clad horses from ages past.
Which would be awesome, except that you didn't want to wait that long to actually find it.
No. Yeah, that's basically, this has been one of the big projects I've been working on. Discovered dyes and all that. So I got my flags and the dyed leather horse armor.
That is cool. It'd be fun. I feel like it'd be fun to make a new base.
Yeah, that would be interesting. We might even, like, it might be a good idea to make a new base out in areas that are largely unexplored.
I have an area that I've been trying to clear out because I want to. It's like on the top of the hill, and I want to have a base there. But there's just so many trees. I tried burning all the trees down and it didn't really work that well. I'll have to go back.
See,
and
this
check this.
taiga used to be littered with trees.
What did you do to get rid of
I
the trees?
chopped them all down.
Oh, didn't it take time?
It did take time, and it was kind of like, it was just a process, because initially it was just this keep. This keep was all mined out, or tree-wise, and
Wait,
I
how'd you get
built
over
it.
to where you
And I
are?
was happy with this.
How do I get to where
And
you
then
are?
I just gradually expanded building my building.
How do I get over to where you are? I'm having trouble.
There's stairs right next to you. There you go.
But oh, okay, there you are.
Yeah, there's ladders. I don't know how I feel about the update that makes slime blocks slow you down.
Oh, that's what
I think
happened. I thought that was
Yeah.
the purpose of why you put them there.
No. I was
it
like,
makes
no,
sense, 'cause-
I like to bounce.
I mean, wait, they don't make you bounce anymore?
Well, they do, yeah. I just don't remember them slowing me down.
Wait, is it just me or
And
do
you
you
know,
hear skeletons?
No.
You don't hear skeletons? Ooh, what's down there?
No. Oh, you never been to the aquarium?
No?
Huh. Yeah. The primary entrance is here. There used to be an aquarium, but not so much anymore.
Well, where's the
I brought
water?
down a bunch of dolphins and fish, but they've all despawned. Basically, there's still a few fish. This is such a long process too. Like, I spent so much time on this.
Where are the dolphins and the fish? Are they all gone?
Yeah, they all despawned.
Oh.
Slowly over time. Now it's just empty. Empty water.
Why do I hear a heartbeat?
I don't hear one. Maybe it's the conduit?
It's like a thumping sound.
I don't know. My Minecraft sound also is probably just a little quieter than yours. I don't know.
What's the
I
conduit?
don't typically.
What does it do?
The conduit makes it so that when you're in water, you get like night vision. I think that's the only thing, just night vision. So if you go outside, since it's raining, I get night vision.
DJ
And
LL
I
Relax.
assume you get night vision too?
Said in the chat. I do.
Wait,
So you can
DJ,
see really well. It's
how long
nice.
does it last?
For as long as it's raining or as long as you're in the rain.
Oh. So once it's bright again, then it goes away.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, DJ LL, who do you saying I do to?
What?
DJ LL in the chat said I do, and I have no idea what that's in reference to.
I don't either.
But you know what? I mean, she says that she do, so maybe she does.
Maybe you don't. Oh, you know what? Oh, I wonder if I can get to the top of this thing.
Whoa,
Wait, that's
where'd
not
you
a good
go?
idea.
Bro! Dude, did you die?
No, I'm good.
What? Also, who made that?
I don't know, but it's been there for a long time. I kind of actually want to go to the top of it so I can mine it
Said
out.
in the chat.
Looks like something Garrett
Water
made.
breathing, night vision, and mining
I
under.
might have.
DJ LL reacts. Said in the chat.
Let's see.
I
Let's
hear the heartbeat.
put all this stuff away.
DJ LL said she heard. DJ LL said she could hear the heartbeat too, so it's probably on my end because of the conduit.
Maybe.
Also, where are the horses?
Most of my horses are in the stables on the other side. And then there's also the despawn family.
Where's my horse? Oh,
Your
it's
horse?
he's over here.
He's over there.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which side I'd put him on.
Alright, I may or may not die, but we're going for it.
All right.
Whoosh!
Don't die.
I probably will, but I have to pause. Oh shoot, it's snowing up here. I can't. Uh-oh.
Dude, no.
Mayday, mayday! Let's go.
Yes! Let's go.
DJ LL
Let's
reacts.
go.
Stupid
the chat.
snow.
I'm gonna make a video. He'll be back.
All right, I'll see you later, JLO. Man, I wish it was streaming so I could see like from your perspective.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Goodbye, cruel world.
No,
wait,
you're still
what?
alive. What happened?
Dude, I have a heart.
You have half a heart?
Yeah.
There. Hey, I gave you an apple. Eat my apple.
Oh my god, I have plenty of food.
Eat my apple.
You gone, you dumb tower. You plague my view.
You should put like a bunch of like TNT blocks and just blow it up.
Get the dirt. Get the dirt. Oh, it's not raining. It makes me so crazy happy that my house is mob proof.
How did you make your house mob proof?
I just placed torches within a random, well, not random, I just placed torches everywhere where it looked vaguely dark. And eventually mobs stopped spawning. Plus I had to build a wall so that way they couldn't spawn outside of it and then just walk back in.
Wait a minute, this shulker box, are the things that I see, are they yours?
Yeah.
I thought the point of shulker boxes was anyone can put their stuff in there and it's like theirs and they can access any other, they can access their stuff in any other shulker box.
That is ender chests. So the ender chests here, if you check that, that's whatever you've put there.
That's cool. Although I need some ender chests though.
Yeah, I only have the one that they gave me.
Is Noah still selling diamonds, by the way?
I do not know. But Noah has all kinds of junk, so.
One thing I should work on is getting into enchantments.
Yes, I am not, and I wish I was.
Because I feel like there are probably, I need to like look up and see what enchantments there are, but I feel like there are probably some enchantments that I would find very beneficial.
I mean, if you want, I have a chest up here. The bottom double one has all kinds of books with enchantments on them.
Ooh.
I don't use them all.
Wow! That's a lot! Dude!
Yep. The only ones I'm not allowing people to use are the mending ones, because that's expensive to get from the villagers.
So the ones on the right. What's the question mark
Yeah.
button? The question mark by author unknown, original.
I think that's a book someone wrote something in, and you can read it. I don't remember what it is. I think Connor gave it to me, so read at your own peril.
These are all cool. You should sell enchantments.
I could.
Part of me would feel bad just taking enchantments from you for free.
Yeah, if there's a couple that strike your fancy, you can pick them up. Though it's also usually a good idea to bring them to an anvil and see if you can, how the enchantment will work. Because I know there's some where it's like, oh, those are all useful, and then you can only use one of them for a certain thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of what I don't want to happen too.
Ism. Said in the chat.
Oh!
Note a newbie.
ISM, what is up? So cool. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it to the stream. Yeah, we're back at the Minecraft server, boys. I have not played this game in like way too long.
I was kind of surprised I didn't hear from you over the over Christmas,
You didn't
or
hear
not
from
Christmas, the snow days.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I was actually going to like hop on and play for a long time, but wait, did someone hit me? But then the internet
Oh no,
conked
that's
out.
me.
But then the internet conked out, and so I couldn't really do anything there.
I love this new bridge.
Ism. Said in the chat. I gotta do my chores though, just stopping by.
Oh, it's all good, ISM. We're gonna have the VOD on, so you can watch it later if you want.
Oh man, a lot of ocelots.
still have a Totem of Undying.
Do you need one?
No. I mean, I had mine for a
We did
long
a-
time.
We did a test or an experiment with the Totem of Undying. You see that in the Discord.
How do you make them?
You don't.
Ah,
You have to fight a raid and get the or kill the evoker.
that's probably how I got mine, because I know I've killed an Evoker before.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Double evoker action.
Ah,
Not even evoker. It's the Totem of Undying. I'm really messing up my words sometimes.
let's see. What is there anything I need to do today specifically?
What Minecraft is.
I can't even remember what it was that I was doing last time I was playing.
And Minecraft's very much the game where you just kind of decide or choose to do something as opposed to having something you actually are supposed to do.
True. I'm gonna go check back up my villagers.
They're the ones in the swamp, right?
Yeah, those. I mean, I have other ones, but those are the ones I'm gonna check up on.
Do you know what's with whose villagers are the ones near the storage?
Those are mine as well.
Oh, okay.
So I have both.
I know there's like 8 of them that are all kind of different villagers, and one of them has the Book of Mending for sale.
Wait, what?
And
Hold
that's-
on, wait. What villager? Wait, where is this?
I'll show you. They're near storage. They're just a
Okay.
little bit past it.
Where are you?
Looks like an abandoned area. Probably get off after I show you.
All right. Man, this lag is something else. There we go.
My computer's actually stopped experiencing any on all lag.
It's a little bit smoother now.
Huh. You know that villager that was in that corner over here?
Yeah.
Has been there for probably months. The fact that he's moved is so weird.
Whoa. Also, I'm getting some different games to stream rather than just streaming Minecraft and a song and that's it.
Hmm.
Oh, have I told you what I want to do like for my streams long term?
No.
So I wanna build out and like self-host everything I do for streaming. So
Self-host?
yeah, so like have my own servers and just like run everything myself. And so like there's software that I can get like to live stream on and software I can use as like a Discord alternative and stuff.
Oh.
And it'll make things a little bit more reliable and it'll also be a little bit more resilient. Like if people like get tighter with censorship and stuff. Because I do cover news now too, so I feel like it can be important like for longevity. Like I'd still be on YouTube, I think, until they shut my stuff down. I'd just post it like on both, and probably do like simultaneous streams.
Huh.
Wait, so where'd you say these villagers were? That had they were selling that book?
They're just over here. Beyond this wall.
Oh,
I don't even know what this area is. Like I've
Me
never
neither.
seen it. It's right next to your storage place. You've never seen this?
wait, right next. Oh, I've actually been here before. Oh yeah, no,
So
these
these
are
are
not mine.
all like
I don't know
these
who
are all
these
their
are.
villagers. And this guy here, he sells the Book of Mending.
Oh, for how much?
20 emeralds and a book.
That's a lot, dude. I don't even have a book.
It's insane. How do you make a book?
I don't have one. I guess I
Oh,
could.
yeah.
I guess I could make one.
You just need paper and leather.
You know, yeah, no, they're not mine. I don't know whose they are though.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know if it's an abandoned area or
I think
if
it's.
it's
I'm pretty pretty sure it's abandoned. It's got abandoned vibes.
Oh, it does.
Whoa.
Oh,
Come on, that was mean.
dangerous.
That was mean, man. Come on.
All right, you know, I think I am going to return my horse home because I don't trust that he wants to go with me.
I'm gonna go. Now that villager I think is mine. This one right here, the one who's wondering, because I'm trying to get them to eventually like branch out and not just all live in the apartment, but live in other places too. So like live like in like one of the houses that I've made and stuff. Because no people have not taken up my offer on living in these houses, so I figured like why not have like villagers live there instead.
Like other players living in your places?
Well, yeah, that was like the original goal because the server was at the time the server was growing like exponentially, and there were like so many new people joining and who didn't have homes, and it's like, I'll just make like cheap, affordable housing, and so I did, but then nobody.
Landlord,
Yeah.
Minecraft landlord.
Well, it was free. It was literally free, but then like nobody was taking up my offer for it.
Yeah, I guess most people would rather build their own place.
Yeah. Oh wait, I remember what I was doing. I was making a semi-automatic farm.
That kind of funny. Oh, my.
Wait, have you seen my semi-automatic wheat farm?
No.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, did you notice that in the beginning of my stream I was playing PewDiePie music, like about Minecraft?
No, I didn't hear any music.
It was fun.
All right, well, I gotta get to work.
Shoot. Well, tell other people to hop onto the Discord.
I'm pretty sure they've already seen it from you.
I mean, even if if they're like free or whatever to play, like tell them to hop on. And even if not, like they can like hop in and chat.
Yeah.
Also, quick question. I'll just review for a second. How do you feel about my webcam? Because I don't really like it, but when I get like the other webcam, I'm thinking about like keeping on using this as a game cam. Because like going back to this view, I feel like it's adequate. Like it works, but as a main camera, it's just bad.
I can't. On the Discord, I can't see your face. Is it on the stream?
Yeah, it's on the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not on your stream at the moment. Oh my goodness, what is your problem?
I had to
Why do you
leave.
have
I had to leave and come back because of the boat glitch.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we'll see you, Mark.
Yeah, see you, man. Alrighty, well that was fun. That was fun. Well, I mean, that was fun in the sense of it was fun playing with somebody from Car 3 again. Actually, hold on, give me a second. I think, excuse me. I think I need to change some settings in OBS. I know. Excuse me. Ever since I got this new microphone, I've been slightly obsessed with, let me see. I've been slightly obsessed with changing my settings and making them better, but I just want I want to be the best that it can be. Let me see. Because I'm trying to, one thing I noticed when I was messing around and playing was that now let me check and see how this is sounding. But one thing I noticed was that my voice sounds great, but it's kind of quiet. And also some of the desktop sounds are a little bit too loud. the audio of people talking was just like really overbearing and kind of drowning out. I want my voice to be a little bit louder than everyone else's, just a little bit. So check and see how this is sounding. Nice. That's not too bad. Also, by the way, if you guys are not in the Discord and you don't know that I'm working on this, I'm working on building a setup so I can do IRL streams while still streaming from this laptop, which will be optimal because it'll be a lot more I don't know, it'll just be better because it'll be more consistent. It will not, like, the stream, I know for a fact the stream like shouldn't cut off, and it'll just be better because I know when I'm out and about, like, either the quality will dip or it'll just freeze and cut out, and then I'm not gonna be able to reconnect and the stream will just be done. But if I do, I'm trying to do is do it through Discord. But every time I do it, because I've done practice streams and the stream itself cuts out. Like, my video will just freeze, and I don't know what the problem is. I'm trying to figure out what the solution for that is. Also, question for anyone who's viewing. Maybe leave this in the comments below. How do you edit, like make a clip from a YouTube video properly? So far, I've been downloading the entire video and trying to edit it in my editor, but my streams and the videos I need to edit have gotten so big now that it's just not feasible anymore. Because, like, my software keeps on telling me time and time again. No, my software keeps on choking on these like 4-hour 1080p video files because it's trying to load it all in the RAM. So yes, I've downloaded the video, but it's no use because I can't like actually edit it. I'm surprised this didn't grow at all. Yeah, maybe I'll replant it. Maybe that'll help. You know what? A button would probably be better. Do I have a button? If not, I can make a button. Oh wait, let me check the chest. Because everything is technically supposed to flow into the chest. Let's see. All right. But honestly, I am looking forward to getting a new webcam. That'll be a big thing for my streams. Because I think my setting is terrible. I know that like my background is not necessarily the most fun, but but especially like back home, my parents are kicking me from the room in the basement to the room higher up because my grades have not been as good as my siblings. And once I get up there, because the room setup looks actually a lot nicer in the upstairs room. It's just, let me see, it's just not as big, but it's nicer. There are more windows. There's the setup is not like so oblong. So putting stuff around in the room is not gonna be so awkward. Like I might have space to use my projector actually, which would be fire. And like especially if I can get like some more LED lights, man, it's gonna be so good. But whatever, one thing I really want for my streams, by the way, I don't know why, like, I don't know if other streamers use this or not, but if they don't, that would absolutely blow my mind. One thing I really want for my streams is a mirror. This is so that I can literally shoot. Trying to figure out how I should do this. Yeah, no, that was a terrible idea. But I need to think about this. I need to make it so that when it's pulled back, it actually blocks the water. But when it's pushed forward, it doesn't. How would that work? Because whatever happens, I need this thingy in this state to stop the water. And this to let it through? How would that work? Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me try this. Oh, that's weird. So it's not sticky. Now, I guess I'll have to use a lever. Unless, is there a, like an inverter in Minecraft? Let me see here. I can't remember if there are inverters in this game or not. What is that, a slime? I don't see it though. By the way, I'm really enjoying how safe this area is. All right, let's see. Nether quartz? What the heck? See, there's an inverter. Nah, there's not. That stinks. That kind of stinks. It'd be crazy if I could make a fully automatic. I think I've said this on stream before. But it'd be really, really crazy if it'd be possible to make a fully automatic let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to feed you. A fully automatic farm. Because everything here is fine except the replanting of seeds. Now imagine, because I think that there are like some like solar panels or something, like sunlight detectors. Imagine I can make this fully automatic if I can just get something to automatically put down new seeds, because I could time it so that when the sun comes up, when the sun comes up, it like reaps in the harvest, new seeds are planted, and then it lets it grow for like the entire day. Now let's see. I'm gonna go really gung-ho on this. I'm going to see how many new villages I can get to breed today. Because I'm kind of ready for this population to boom. I want to see what will happen. I can make new houses, but there ain't no new demand. I really want to have villagers live in the backup base, but you get into question how feasible it is to for that to be able to work out. Because the times I've tried that recently just did not work. There we go. You know what? I didn't sleep in this game. What time is it now? 4:03. I guess I should probably log off because I got some stuff I need to react to. I should probably take a nap and then get ready for work. Sleeping in a pink bed with me. Such a millennial. All right. The millennial man. I'm not actually millennial, I'm Gen Z. Those crops didn't grow. Let's see if these crops grew. Also, another thing too, guys, if you're watching, because I would love to hear feedback on this. If you watch streamers, what stream setups or just from what you've seen, not necessarily what streamers, but what stream setups have been your favorites to watch? Because now, whether or not a streamer is good and his setup is good, those are two very, very different things. Like, a good streamer does not, I mean, a streamer doesn't make his setup good, and a good setup does not make a streamer good. I mean, one thing I'd like to do is be able to have sit-downs and discussions and interviews with people in real life. Have a studio for that.
Huh?
And you'd have a studio and a setup for, let's see here. You have a studio and a setup for just for streaming like this, but better. Like this setup actually probably sucks. I need to revamp some things. Like, I've been so dissatisfied with this camera angle that I've thought about just like completely changing my desk situation for it. Also, because the way this sets up, when this door is open, the door over there like bangs into it, and that's no fun. I wonder if I got Nintendo Switch, would I play it enough for it to be worth like $300? Because I think it's what it costs right now, right? $300? Like, I think it all depends on whether or not it has games that I would be willing to play often enough for it to be worth it. Hey, farmer! Here, eat all this bread and have sex with someone. Is it working? There. Oh, that's interesting. So if the crops are overripe, then when you reap it, you won't get anything. So I like that setup for like that automatic wheat farm. So I think I'm going to go eventually and replicate that throughout. Let me see. Replicate that, but on a far bigger scale. Because, hey, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Literally do it again. Oh, wait, what's this? Cookies? I wonder if I can sell cookies to villagers. Or not sell them, but what if I could feed the cookies to the villagers? Let's see, is this gonna work? Here we go. Wait, where'd all the villagers go? Unless I just overshot it. Hey! Hey! Eat this cookie! Alright, more for me then.
Huh?
Who's a butcher? Ooh. What? Very cool. Very cool. Well, I wanna stick around because I wanna actually get some crops from this thing. But actually, it'll probably take a while. I'm just gonna log off from the Minecraft. React to some of the stuff you guys sent me. I'm glad that actually my let me disconnect this. I'm gonna hop. Oh, by the way, I'm hopping into the Discord right now. So if you guys want to join me as I react to stuff, like literally pop in, because I'm gonna be here. All right. We have so many different things to go through. I feel like there are a lot more memes than news articles to go through. At least the news articles I think would be I just feel more like going through news articles right now. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Let's see here. Trying to figure out which one was the last one, right? Okay. Because I need to get all the articles, compile them together, put them in a list. Let me see. I need to find some music. It's EDM o'clock. There we go. And no, it's not the beginning of the stream, it's not the end of the stream. This is just me as I'm going through and adding stuff to the queue to check out. Let's see here. Now I'm not gonna get to everything even at the top of the hour because you know, I need to get some rest before I go to work today. All right, let's see here. All right. I feel like that should be enough material. It'll probably take me over longer than I want to talk, honestly, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Also, by the way, I just want to give a shout out and appreciation to everyone who like is sending me content to react to. Because you guys are sort of making this channel, you guys are making these streams. My streams started off simply as a way to chronicle the Minecraft SMP, the Carr 3 SMP's journey historically across time. But this stream has become like so much more, and honestly it's become something way better than I initially intended it to be. And I'm really grateful for everyone who's pushed me into the direction of actually making it something so good. I think without pressure from you guys to like be covering some interesting topics and like, I don't know, talking more about things that are like, I don't know, aspects of myself, you would have had less ingenuous streams, you would have less interesting streams, you would have very, very simple content. Sorry for all that the sound, guys. You have very simple streams, you have very boring streams. I don't think the streams will be very interesting. Hold on. Also, sorry for this for a second. I need to test the audio.
Yeah, you get this money by grifting the system.
Check the audio levels and make sure that they're not too loud or too quiet.
He's clearly not in it for free speech, right? Because then he wouldn't ban people.
Let's see. I feel
Right.
like
well, exactly. Okay, so I think
that's a
that this is
little
the
bit
biggest
too
thing,
loud.
right? Is
Okay.
that whenever these
cool. Let's go with this. I'll turn down a little bit more. All right, cool. Even though the first thing's gonna be reacting to, it's not even gonna be. It's not even gonna be videos. It's gonna be a couple articles. So, firstly, here. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I need to go get some more. This, honestly, guys, this is the drink of the day. Right here. It's A&W root beer. Also, hey, Craig. Ooh. Whoa! Wait, Craig, look at this. There's actually a chunk in here that's. I need to let it go down. But there's a chunk in here that's literally frozen.
I cannot see it, but
Yeah,
that is odd. That is
Yeah.
odd.
yeah, but then so is the whole fridge. The whole fridge is odd. So, wait, can you see it now? Oh yeah, look at this. You should be able to see it now.
Oh wow, that is
Frozen
like
chunk.
large.
Yeah, I don't know.
3 Nerf darts large.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's literally just a chunk of just like frozen root beer in this thing. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's crazy. Also, I fixed all the audio issues. Now it doesn't sound like I'm like screaming into the microphone every time I say something very simple.
Just pretty laugh.
maybe then I don't know. Let me. I mean, hopefully not, because I do laugh. So. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. There we go. I will say the sound's a little bit sterile. I gotta figure out if I want to keep on doing noise cancellation or not. Because I think it sounds a little bit unnatural. But anyways, sorry folks for sorry for keeping you guys waiting while I was going to get this drink. All right, here it is. He outraged many Republicans, but Kamala Harris hails Christie action. What did Chris Christie do? The warm welcome that Governor Christie gave to President Barack Obama in 2012 in the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy was called up as model behavior. Vice President Kamala Harris. That's old news. Why is this such a big deal? So, everyone knows Chris Christie did a good job. Yeah, when you have the responsibility I have, it's much bigger than politics. Yes, this is before Trump. Like, this is beyond the Trump era where, you know, a president can handle a disaster well and he's scorned because he's a Republican. Like we had that with I think we've had that with DeSantis multiple times. We've had that with other governors too, where it's like you handle a situation like well and people just ignore that. Let's see. And nobody cares. It's such a boring story. Because the way the headline was pitched, it made it seem like they were talking about something new that had like just happened, that Chris Christie had done something. I didn't even know that he was like still doing things except for eating donuts. Let's see. Army to immediately start discharging vaccine refusers. The which vaccine? Let's see. The Army said Wednesday it will immediately begin discharging soldiers who refuse to get the mandatory COVID-19 vaccine, putting more than 3,000 service members. That's not even that much. Like, there are so many industries where it's like, oh, like there are way more people in the medical field who don't want to get vaccinated than like the proportion of like service members in the Army who don't want to get vaccinated. That's kind of interesting. So I think in the first sentence, I kind of like showcase that this is like not really a big deal. Like, don't we have like millions of people in the Army? And there are only 3,300 people who don't want to get poked. That's like minuscule. Let's see. The Army's announcement makes it the final military service to lay out its discharge policy for vaccine refusers. Oh, that's interesting. They've already discharged? That's crazy that all the other places have discharged people, though. I mean, it's kind of wild. I don't know, man. But honestly, the sorts of people who aren't going to want to get vaccinated are already going to be, like, dissidents to some extent. If you're running a military, you want people who are going to be, like, mindlessly obedient. You're not going to want people who are, like, trying to be defiant or independent. So, I mean, I don't know a single army where like the military commander's been like, okay, soldiers, here's what I want you guys to do. Think for yourselves. Like, soldiers are not really supposed to think, I don't think. Like that's like the general, like the head honcho's jobs. So not crazy, not crazy. If we want an army that's uniform, then it makes sense from the army's perspective. I'm not a fan of like vaccine mandates, but I can understand why it would make sense for an army more so than anyone else. Like not even, I mean, of course, just like a lot of the COVID mandates and policies, it's not about COVID necessarily, but it is about conformity, which is exactly what you want if you're running a military. I don't know anyone who said that uniformity in an army is bad, who also likes armies. Like if you're running an army, you want to make sure that they're actually going to do what you say. I think it's a pretty good indicator of whether or not they'll do that, no matter what. Let's see. Now this video here is called "The Problem with Getter" by You Are Here, which, by the way, they very quickly become my favorite show on Blaze TV. It's really cool. I like their streaming setup. I kind of like their format. It reminds me of Tim Pool's Timcast. The only thing is, I will say, Life of Schaefer, I feel like is like a little bit farther to the right than I would have liked, but it doesn't matter. Still interesting conversations. I don't have to agree with everyone that I watch the content of. So, anyways, here.
Yeah, you get this money by grifting the system, and that's why Jason Miller's in it. I mean, he's clearly not in it for free speech, right?
Okay.
Because then he wouldn't ban people.
Right. Well,
all right, let me go back to the beginning.
Yeah, you get this money by grifting the system, and that's why Jason Miller's in it. I mean, he's clearly not in it for free speech, right? Because then he wouldn't ban people.
Right. Well, exactly. Okay, so I think that this is the biggest thing, right? Is that whenever these new platforms pop up, and it was funny because Tim Pool was tweeting about Trump's new social media platform that's going to be launched.
Which, by the way, I'm really wondering how well that's going to be, like how good it's going to be. We know it's going to run Mastodon. We don't know if it's going to be on the Fediverse. We know they took the Mastodon code and kind of like jacked it up, and they didn't even add features. They removed features. So that's going to be really weird. I'm really curious to see how that ends up.
They hired an AI company to basically police, speech about violence and hate speech and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
And basically Tim said, new boss, like meet the old boss or whatever that quote is. And I thought to myself, we've actually just completely moved away from ever being able to go back to the wild, wild west of what the early internet was. Like, we're never, ever getting back to the MySpace days.
No. I disagree. The entire internet is moving. We're moving away from the big internet to the small internet. Piece by piece, incrementally. We're moving to all these smaller sites where people are just either making their own platforms or joining alternative platforms. Like we have, speaking of Mastodon, we do have the Fediverse. We have Odyssey. We have Rumble. We have Minds. We have Gab. We have Getter, and all those things. This is creating a new Wild West, the Wild West 2.0. And it's great. It's great. We can call it the Wild South because everything's like all Texas and Florida centric now. The Wild South of the internet. It's awesome. Now, you gotta have more people willing to self-host. A lot of people like, paying for VMs or whatever, and using hosting by Amazon, which will like boot them whenever they get the chance, which is what happened with Gab, if I recall. But once everyone, and this is something I feel I'm working on. Once everyone has the tools to just be like, you know what? No, wait. Why did that snap fail? Being like, you know what? I'm gonna go and just I'm gonna do my own social media. I don't care what anybody else's rules. I'm just gonna take my old junky computer I have in the basement, hook it up to my router through the Ethernet, run a social media site, and I'm just gonna say whatever I want. Tell my friends and family and relatives to hop onto my platform and follow me. I think that's where the future is going to be, and I want to be the person to build that. So,
could in fact make your own very cool profile and do all your little HTML editing. We're never going back to that. fact make your
We
where
are.
the internet
Literally
was.
are.
Like, we're never ever getting back to the MySpace
He's
days
very
where
wrong.
you could, in fact, make your own very cool profile and do all your little HTML editing. We're never going back to
No,
that.
I
Yes, we
think
are.
It's gone.
Gab is the closest. People are like, why are you pushing Gab so hard? Like, are they paying you to promote it? I'm like, no, they're not paying me anything.
Gab is even
But
the
it
best
is
run.
the closest thing, I think, to the internet.
And he's
Wild
kind of
Wild.
creeped away little by little away from social media to like trying to run it like how I don't know, Christian theocrats wish Twitter was run.
West. And that's why,
And Gender's
along
kind
with
of run
Gab,
how,
you
like,
get the things that
secular
people say make it
theocrats
so
wish
untoward.
Twitter was
Because,
right.
yeah, you get hateful people on there. But first of all,
How liberal?
go
how
through my
liberals-
Twitter.
What?
Secular theocrat.
Yes. Or more like how like a liberal wish, like a true like actual liberal, like a Tim Pool type person wishes that Twitter was run, not with better rules, but just with the same rules more equally applied to everyone.
DMs, or you just go through my Twitter replies. You want to talk about hateful? The things that people reply to me are so much more hateful than anything I've actually ever seen on Gab. It's just that the people who say that aren't used to seeing hate directed at them, so they're not.
Well,
used
there's
to
like one
actually
extra
That
word,
makes
so it's
sense.
like
That
it's
makes
like
sense.
actually a worse vitriol statement on Twitter. It's just it includes the N word on Gab, meaning
Yeah.
meaning like it's like it's funny because it's also too I think on the Gab website because people can say things. The only time I ever really see things that would be considered hate speech, which I don't believe is real, is specifically like people just trolling and just saying things because they can. And I actually think you have this backwards effect because what I notice is like when people just say words that you cannot say on Twitter on Gab, they just like write them like multiple times, like
Yeah.
N-word, and it's like just because they're like, well, I can't say it anywhere.
That's a good point because if people are on a platform that lets you, where like the explicit like point is like to be able to say things you can't say on other platforms. Usually, a lot of them will just be like, okay, thing I can't say, but rather than like rather than like genuinely out of like the deep like depths of their hearts, being like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna go out and hate this people because I hate him or her. Because the appeal of the platform of like a place like Twitter, at least what they say is just be yourself and do whatever, but like don't be too mean. But when people get too carried away on like the be myself part and don't focus on like the don't be mean part, then they say a lot of hateful things. Like you that's what you see in a lot of like Stan Twitter and stuff. But on other platforms where it's like, hey, this is a platform where like you can say the N-word, and you have like people like saying the N-word, but not necessarily focusing on like actually being super hateful or racist with their platform. They're just like kind of spamming things that you can't spam on other platforms.
else, so I'm gonna just put it here where it's like if people were just allowed to say stuff, they probably just like wouldn't say it. But you like put them in a powder like a vacuum, but like you put it and concentrate them down like with gunpowder, and you make them feel like there's nowhere where they can speak freely, and so then you push them all into one place, and then they like
the mark of a truly free platform is like whether or not you can use like racial slurs on it.
just feel like they want to mess around. But Gab to me is just a lot of Christian people. I find it's a lot of Christian people and like really nice conservative right wing people in general, or just people who are tired of having their opinions censored. But like with the entire Getter thing, it's like I don't know how anyone's still using that or promoting that unless they're getting something from it.
I wouldn't put it past anyone to be on the take from Getter, because that's the only reason anyone could look at it. And I know people at Getter.
So that's
I
sad.
won't disclose
Tim
who they
Pool
are, but I know
really
people who
killed Getter
work there. And it's hard because you have a job to do.
Right.
So so that makes their life very difficult. But unless you're getting some sort of compensation, I can't imagine anyone in good conscience is going to come out and say this is a free speech platform.
Yeah, no, Getter's not a free speech platform at all. I think they would be willing to ban more people than Twitter. Now they ban people like more evenly. But yeah, interesting video. Okay, here we go. TikTok is making us sicker. Let's look at how TikTok is giving everyone COVID.
So I'm you know me, I have a lot of problems in my life, and one of them is spending too much time on TikTok. And
That's putting it mildly, Elijah. Good grief.
dude, listen though. They have ads now on TikTok. not just for pharmaceuticals. It's not like those ones where it's like they never make sense. It's like a nicely dressed like black middle-aged woman pushing a kid in a swing, and it's like, do you feel like killing yourself every night? And it's like, it's like, do you have bad diarrhea in the afternoon? It's like, the images never match the quote, and it's
Right.
like, try Zoloft. Chances of death are 3%. And you're like, whoa. And it's like,
It's funny.
try Zoloft. Chances of death are 3%. And you're like, whoa. If thoughts of suicide, contact.
That's funny that he said. Like, let's look at what he said
Try
again.
Zoloft. Chances of death are 3%. And you're like, whoa.
That's funny because it's a chances of death at 3% low, and that's like about the same chance of death from COVID. So it's very interesting that he's like low for that.
If thoughts of suicide, contact a physician. You're like, oh my gosh, what is this drug? Why is it on TV? Well, I'm watching Arthur on PBS. Why is this playing for my kids? But
Why are you watching Arthur on PBS?
it was like,
That's the
it
real
literally,
question.
like, it looks like a TikTok. And it's like, oh, I'm having trouble concentrating. Like, blah, blah, blah. I might have ADHD. And it's like, swipe up
I do.
to get medication for ADHD. I swiped up.
I need
I'm
some
gonna
of
see
that.
what happens. I have an appointment now, video appointment for like 3 different medications. It's $129. I'm doing a test. I don't really want them. If you want them, I guess it's illegal. I shouldn't say it on TV. but I'm now getting meetings with these doctors to see how
From TikTok.
yeah, from TikTok. You just swipe up and it sets you an appointment. You put in your name and it's like, cool. You seem like it asked a question. It was like, do you get distracted? Do you ever feel down? It was like, you might have severe anxiety. The doctor might need to prescribe you medication.
I don't believe this. I spend a bunch of time on social media, on Instagram. I spend a lot of time on ADHD Instagram, I guess as you would say, a little bit of time on like depression Instagram and anxiety Instagram, even though anxiety isn't necessarily something I have. I think he's really being reductionist here for the sake of content, and I don't think he's doing his viewers a service here. A lot of this sort of stuff is not as surface level, like, as you think. It's not like you're getting a bunch of really short quizzes that are like, you ever get sad? Yes? Then you're depressed. Like, there's a lot more nuance that goes into a lot of these quizzes and surveys and things that he's just not really like mentioning here. And maybe he only gave a cursory look because it sounds like mental health is not really something he cares about too much.
Appointment, you put in your name,
But I
and
don't
it's
know.
like, cool. You seem like it asked a question. It was like, do you get distracted? Do you ever feel down? It was like, you might have severe anxiety. The doctor might need to prescribe you medication. Here's your appointment. And I was like, well, that was weird.
Hold on. Think about that for a second, though. TikTok, as
And
we all
also,
know,
here's another thing too that I don't appreciate. He set up this false premise, and now the rest of the video is gonna be based on that premise because nobody's gonna challenge him because he didn't provide any proof that what he said was true. And honestly, I am not buying anything that he's saying here. It kind of bugs me. I think mental health needs to be taken a lot more seriously than be like, oh hey, TikTok gave me some quizzes that just did in my sad, and I must have anxiety. No, that's not how this works. And clearly, you didn't spend much time looking at what it is you say you saw.
fact, a mental illness factory. And it is mainly used by very young people, by teenagers and whatnot. And most of those young people, maybe not most, but I would say a not insignificant portion of those young people are the ones now that all have anxiety and depression and dissociative identity disorder and Tourette's and whatever various other illnesses, mental illnesses and mental disorders and things that there are in the world. Think about that, Elijah, that in order to cater to the mental illness factory that is TikTok, you now can swipe up on an
What do
ad
you mean by
and
mental
get
illness
medication.
factory?
That
What
is
does that
so
mean?
fucked up. That's like supply and demand. Like, well, the mentally ill are using our app. How can we profit off of this? Let me think about that. Oh, I know. We'll give them drugs. That's so
That's
messed
true,
up.
but one thing too is that this is how people properly get. That's literally proper treatment for these mental illnesses. Historically, a lot of people who have these sorts of mental illnesses just they don't get diagnosed, and they just suffer through it, and they get called losers or whatever throughout life, and just are disappointments to everyone until they die. And that's generally how it works. But now that we've done more research into to mental health. We know better how to address it. And we do know that there are drugs that one can take that can alleviate things and make things better. Things that people with ADHD can take that can help them focus better. Things that people who are depressed can take that makes them feel less depressed. Just because people are selling people drugs on the internet, making these people sound like El Chapo or something, but they're not. Just because there are people out here going to mentally ill individuals and saying, here are drugs, that is not a bad thing. There's a narrative, I think it's on the right, that I don't necessarily like, which is like, if people are trying to sell you drugs, they must be bad people. I appreciate the populism of that, like, big pharma isn't necessarily the best, but at the same time, you can't discount the good that medication and pharmaceuticals can do for people. And yes, like Elijah Safer said, some drugs do have they do have side effects, which is why you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like get prescribed this drug and just keep on chugging it every day, and like that's gonna be it. Because you also have to monitor how that drug affects you and see if it's something you actually need to keep on using. It's not just an easy thing of, let's go give all these kids prescriptions for medications and they'll just use them forever. A lot of times people use medications, they go through some stuff, they go through therapy and different things, and the issues can sometimes even resolve themselves to the point where they can wean themselves off the drug, and long term they don't even need it. They just needed it initially so that they could function well enough to then do some of the other things that they needed to do to get them to a healthier place mentally. I am not a fan of this whole entire mentality of getting drugs for mental health is bad. It's very, very dumb and low IQ take there. That really only people who either don't really care about other people suffering, or people who just plain don't know what they're talking about when it comes to mental health. Those are the only types of people you'll hear making that argument.
But it doesn't look
These
like
are
an
young
ad. It doesn't look like an ad.
These are young people.
It doesn't look like an ad. It looks like somebody's trying to just offer you help. But when you swipe up, you get a meeting with a doctor, and then they ask you for
Oh yeah, because doctors never help anyone.
address. And they
How
said
old
they
do you
send
have
pills.
to be to use this thing?
It didn't. It asked. You definitely probably have to be 18 because it asked me to like take a picture of my ID or whatever, and it was like,
As you should, I would argue. Even though there are people younger than 18 who definitely probably should be on medication who aren't, but
was through and it was crazy. It was like they didn't even want like insurance or anything. It was just like cash to buy pills on the thing. So I'll probably end up like, well, I'll bring if I get the bottles, I'll bring them.
Yeah, do it.
I will, but I am gonna say this that it is.
That's so messed up.
But I'm
What
saying
is-
it's not
messed up,
normal.
it's
Like,
great. Stop being mad that people are getting help just because it's making other people rich. You're almost as bad as Bernie Sanders. People who make drugs are making lots of money off of kids because, they need the drug. You guys are crazy.
America,
Stop, please.
we have defense contracting companies paying for articles that are promoting war
Yeah. discourse,
drug companies on mental illness factories that are promoting their drugs. That's illegal in most countries.
I'm sick and tired, and I see this all the time in real life and in online and all these other things. I am sick and tired of people who don't know anything about mental health talking about it as if they're some sort of authority on it and giving really, really bad and damaging advice, because they're not being helpful, they're only being harmful. And when someone who actually understands the topic looks at it, they look so dumb. All right. Apparently, Vaush is anti-Semitic. This YouTube channel is interesting. This is a new channel that I found recently because one of his live streams was recommended to me. I found him over the last break, and I haven't watched too much of his stuff until like today. Actually, it's kind of interesting. He's a populist socialist or something. It's really, really interesting. His content.
A good point. They're doing it to promote a bad message. You know what I mean?
Also, I will say this is like some insane like Inception level stuff. Like, here we have visually, just let's take this in. We have Jackson Hinkle, who's on the bottom left corner. We have the chat, who's like in the rest of the left side. We have him reacting to, I assume it's Vosh, who's like the guy who's in to the right and then the middle, reacting to what I assume is Jackson Hinkle and Sam Cedar during their interview. This is like, there's so much going on here visually.
They bring up a good point.
I will say I'm not a fan.
They're doing it to promote a bad message. You know what I mean? Like, imagine a Nazi YouTuber.
Oh yes. Then of course we must go back to the classic Vosh, projection. Let's just call him Nazi aligned. I actually think that Vosh is basically he basically argues like a Nazi Holocaust denier, because he ushers in these conspiracy theories.
Who spent their whole channel.
That's not a great argument. He's basically I mean, to say that like, oh, he sounds like a Nazi because he's a conspiracy theorist is a really bad argument.
Like drawing attention to all the bad financial crimes of like the Rockefellers and the Goldsteins, Goldman Sachs and Soros.
Are Rockefellers Jewish? Because he's saying that he's making an argument as if it's like a.
Okay, I don't know whether or not these people did bad things, but here's the thing. Depending on how far, what exactly you mean by Rockefellers or whatever, it's not anti-Semitic to criticize someone who is a part of some specific special ethnic class. Like if somebody went over here, like if I was ever eventually, like I would love to doing some sort of political debate with somebody on here, or like a theological debate on this platform with somebody, and we were arguing about something, and he criticized me, and I'm black. It'd be the same as being like, oh, you're criticizing this black dude? Well, you must be against black people. No, you're just criticizing this one individual who did something that you don't like. I don't know why a lot of people act as if you're not allowed to ever criticize Jews because they're Jewish, and if you criticize a Jew, like, I don't know, George Soros, then you must be anti-Semitic. That's a really, really dumb argument.
I might be wrong. No.
I think it might be because there are a lot of people who criticize George Soros specifically because he's Jewish, but that doesn't mean that every single person who criticizes George Soros is anti-Semitic. You will really have to wait for an indication of something other than just like, oh, I don't like George Soros, for there to be proof that the person's actually anti-Semitic. And actually, hold on, I need to go close the windows because it's shining on me and making me look bad. Yeah. See. Although I do like the light, just a bit much, I think. Ooh, all right.
He's making an argument as if it's like a. I might be wrong. No, they've always considered themselves Episcopalian. So this fucker doesn't even know, bro. He's literally saying that. I'm like a Nazi who claims that like Jewish people, like the Rockefellers, control the world and the banks. That's what he's saying about me. And he doesn't even know that the Rockefellers are not Jewish. They've always considered themselves Episcopalian. He's literally just making shit up.
Isn't that a religion though? I thought like racially they were Jewish or something. I don't know.
Literally just making shit up. Literally just fucking making shit up. He doesn't even know that the Rockefellers are not Jewish. I double-checked myself, but I was pretty sure about that. He's literally just fucking making shit up. But yes, so Vosh is Nazi projecting right now. He's literally Nazi projecting, and he doesn't even understand. This is just like quintessential Vosh historical revisionism. They're not even fucking Jewish, and he's claiming that they're Jewish. He's projecting. He supports arming the Ukrainian military, which is immersed with the Azov battalion, Nazi battalion. He's projecting. And his arguments, he really does use arguments and the same argumentative tactics of like Holocaust deniers. That's what he does. He's a conspiracy theorist who, ironically, because he always projects about this, literally uses the same arguments.
And all that. And they never talk about any other financial crimes. And they never even prescribe any leftist solutions to any of this. They just talk about the times that people with like Jewish names did things, Rockefellers are not Jewish, Vosh.
I'm not going to go on a list of all the historical revisionism you engage in, but Rockefellers, let's just leave that there. Rockefellers are not Jewish.
And you can look at those videos in a vacuum and go, okay, well, yeah, I agree the Rockefellers were bad guys, right? This is bad.
And that's fine. That's fine to do if you want to do that.
Didn't the Rockefellers have like Nazi ties? They're bad because I'm pretty sure they had like Nazi ties. Didn't they like
Well, okay, the argument generally for people who don't like the Rockefellers is that they're bad because they made a lot of money because they centralized a lot of stuff. It's just poor people whining and complaining because they're not rich. There's a lot of people who hate the Rockefellers.
I think I remember reading that actually in Parenti's book. What was the book? It was about like actual Red-Brown alliance.
I've heard a lot of people complain about the Rockefellers. I have yet to hear a single person complain about the Rockefellers being Nazis.
The black shirts. It was about the brown shirts.
The brown shirts. Yeah, Nazis ain't have no black shirts, bro.
I have it somewhere.
The brown shirts. It's the Antifa of the Nazi wing. They were the not the government, but the militant extremist groups that would run around beating up people that didn't align with the political ideology of the Nazi party. We have the same thing here with the Antifa.
They literally had Nazi fucking ties like that. I'm pretty sure they funded the. Let's see this. Let's see this. I'm pretty sure the Rockefellers had not they funded the Nazi. There was a lot of U.S. companies that eugenics would have been so much bizarre parlor talk had it not been for extensive financing by corporate philanthropies, specifically the Carnegie Institution, the Rockefeller Foundation, and the Harriman Railroad Foundation.
Yes.
Very racist aims. There's more articles on here you can find. Literally, Vosh does not know what he's talking about. He's claiming that the Rockefellers are Jewish. They're not. They're Episcopalian, and they also had Nazi ties and eugenics ties, funding eugenics.
I mean, if someone were to go, well, I think this channel has some good points. I think you could be suspect of that because they're very clearly not interested in positive economic messaging. They're interested in in dog whistling the JQ.
Look at his own chat is like, why do people think Rockefeller was Jewish? His own chat's calling him out. What a fucking dumbass.
Funny. That's good. I don't know if it means that he's anti-Semitic though. It just means he's dumb and doesn't know that they weren't Jewish. I don't know. That felt like a clickbait title, but it was a fun video to watch. All right. So we have. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, shoot! I did not mean to click that. I hate when that happens. All right. So we have some relatively big news here. Shoot, the closed captions aren't going to be on for this, unfortunately. So sorry if this is too quiet, but I'll just let this play.
We have news now to report involving our network. CNN President Jeff Zucker has just...
This is CNN with the big scoop here. They just found out this news, breaking through their anonymous source.
Just resigned.
That Jeff Zucker has resigned as president of CNN.
After disclosing a consensual relationship with a colleague. Jeff has led CNN for the last 9 years. Joining me now is...
And that's crazy. How long did this go on? I heard a little bit of rumblings about this. I haven't seen this video yet. But how long did this go on? It's not a normal thing to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to date like someone who works under me as CEO and just do that for years. Like that's like kind of a big no-no.
Correspondent, host of Reliable Sources, Brian Stelton. Brian, what more do you know?
I forgot that they had this Joker covering this. This is funny. Okay, so we're gonna have here the guy who's a host of one of the probably the fakest news shows on CNN, which is ironically called Reliable Sources. Here, about to explain to us about tell us that how bad Jeff Zucker was for like I don't know. Carrying out scandalous activities, and I'm sure he's going to harp on the integrity of CNN, which is, boundless, I'm sure.
As you said, Kate, Zucker's been a larger-than-life figure at this news organization for nearly a decade, a pioneer.
Larger-than-life figure? Well, I guess the employee likes him big.
Figure, and now his resignation is stunning. This news.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Nearly a decade, a pioneering figure, and now his resignation is stunning this newsroom and the news industry. Now, let me read you his memo in full and then put it into context for the viewers. He wrote to staffers a few minutes ago, quote, as part of the investigation.
But at least now he can accept Zack Snyder's deal to be the villain in the next Justice League movie.
Chris Cuomo's tenure at CNN. Cuomo, of course, fired last month. Zucker says, I was asked about a consensual relationship with my closest colleague, someone I have worked with for more than 20 years. I acknowledged the relationship evolved in recent years. I was required to disclose it when it began, but I didn't.
Also, here's a question. How come with all of the stings that Project Veritas has done on CNN, this, and a lot of it, by the way, going all the way up to the top two's Jeff Zucker, why is this the thing that's bringing him down? It's so dumb, especially when, like, what he did here, I don't think is as bad as the stuff that people like Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo and other people, Jake Tapper's producers and stuff. A lot of other people have done a lot of worse things than date someone within the company. And, you know, criminal things. And why is this the thing that's bringing Jeff Zucker down? I don't know. It's
wrong.
weird to me.
As a result, I am resigning today. Zucker continues.
Maybe in the eyes of the world, it has more teeth because it's not coming from Project Veritas, which everyone is committing the poisoning the well fallacy against.
I was wrong. As a result, I am resigning today. Zucker continues in the memo here. I came to CNN on January 28, 2013. Together, we had
2013. Okay, let me look at this. Let me look at this because I want to see how good Jeff Zucker's been. Let's see. Is there any good way to see like all the news ratings, like year upon year? I guess there's no easy way to look at it. Yeah, no, I can't find it for now.
9 great years. I certainly wish my tenure here had ended.
9 great years. I mean, not all of them have been great. I'll tell you that much.
Differently, but it was an amazing run, and I have loved every.
It was amazing. I was amazed at how much they got away with. I'm amazed they're still around and still existing. I'm amazed that people still actually believe them.
Every minute. I am grateful to the thousands of incredibly talented CNN and Turner Sports employees who helped make this such a joy for me and such a.
I did find it interesting that he referenced Turner Sports.
A success for all of us. I wish each of you nothing but the best in the years ahead. That memo from Jeff Zucker a few minutes ago, a stunner for the CNN newsroom and for Turner Sports, which he also oversaw.
Yeah, I am a little bit stunned. You know, he actually didn't rape anyone
in recent years. Now, the head of Warner Media, Jason Kilar, has just announced that he will be announcing an interim leadership plan shortly. In other words, he's not naming a new boss right away. That tells you this did happen very suddenly. The key detail not included in the Zucker memo is the name of his colleague. He refers to a consensual relationship with his closest colleague.
Ooh, does CNN have the scoop on this?
That colleague is Allison Gullist, who is the head of
Allison Gullist. Oh my.
Marketing and communications for CNN and for Turner Sports. She has worked with Zucker for decades. They were together at NBC at the Today Show in the 90s, then at NBC Universal, and now at CNN and Warner Media. According to this memo, according to the memo here, it was a consensual relationship that evolved in recent years, and he did not disclose it, and thus that's why he's resigning. I've just received, Kate, while we're speaking here, a statement from Allison Gullist as well. As I said, Gullist, the top marketing executive for CNN.
Hold up, is homegirl to the left okay? She looks like she honestly looks like she's gonna start crying or something, or be like, all right, bro, like get off my feed.
Remaining with the company, and here's what she says, quote, Jeff and I have been close friends and professional partners for over 20 years.
They're partners. I don't know how professional they were.
Recently, our relationship changed during COVID. I regret that we didn't disclose it at the right time. Gullist going on to say, I'm incredibly proud of my time at CNN and look forward to continuing the great work we do every day.
I I don't know who they're fooling. They're not doing great work.
So this is a scenario where you have people who are working together for a long time. Then they start a personal relationship, and because they're both acknowledging they did not disclose it at the time, Zucker saying he should have disclosed it right away. That is why he says he's resigned effective immediately. Kate, we both know.
That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if there's something else to the story than just this, and this is like the excuse that they want to give to the public.
Jeff Zucker has been the rock for this organization. The last few days, he has not been on the morning editorial calls. Some people even noticed and wondered if something was amiss. I don't think anybody saw this coming this morning, an announcement like this. But I think if Zucker was on that call this morning, I know what he'd say. He'd say what's important at CNN is not the person at the top. It's the team we all play for. It's CNN as an organization. This news operation so much bigger than any single person. And so the news goes on, but now without the top executive.
Yeah, keep reporting the news. That's what he would say. Brian, thanks so much. Really
Crazy. I don't know if this is going to impact CNN though. Because again, this is far from like the least, damaging accusation CNN's ever faced. The biggest shocker is that the inappropriate relationship Zucker had with the employee he was with Brian Stelter. Fun fact, Jeffrey was the only person that CNN who keeps his hands to himself. That's good. Okay. What we know about Jeff Zucker's exit from CNN. Let's see. Man, they don't have any auto. I hate that they don't have any auto captions here.
Inside CNN, this was a week like no other. The sudden removal of CNN boss Jeff Zucker has rattled this news outlet.
Why is it?
The sudden removal.
Why do we have like Amazon logos, Facebook logos?
The sudden removal of CNN boss Jeff Zucker has rattled
Hulu logos in the background. What's up with this? Okay, anyways.
Inside CNN, this was a week like no
and Chuck Todd's from NBC. What's up with all these backgrounds? What's the point of all this?
Inside CNN, this was a week like no other. The sudden removal of CNN boss Jeff Zucker has rattled this news outlet to its core. Staffers are confused, angry, and concerned about what might come next. So let me try to explain it based on my reporting from inside this very organization. Since Wednesday morning's resignation shock, I've talked with at least 100 people here at all levels, as well as sources on the outside who represent all the players. And the dominant question that I'm getting from inside CNN is why? Why'd this happen? This is the ugliest shakeup at CNN since the days Ted Turner was still walking the halls. Zucker was in charge one minute and he was gone the next. So why? Even employees who didn't like him are mad because this made CNN look bad. So they want to know why. They want to know what happened.
Wait a minute. What part of this made CNN look bad? Like the fact that he did stuff or the fact that he quit?
But most staffers did like him. Many loved him.
And that's how he got to be able to have a relationship with one of his employees because they loved him.
Many felt Zucker was the best boss they'd ever worked for. They would walk into war zones for him.
Hold on. Don't tell me this bald egg is about to go white knight for this other bald egg, saying that he should have kept his job because he was good at it, even though he had like a massive moral failure.
Sometimes they did. And in return, Zucker protected them, defended them, cheered for them. He was like a heat shield. That's the best way I can explain it. He shielded his staff.
Why does he treat this like a eulogy for a freaking dead man? What's wrong with him? That first comment, like watching this, I'm curious. Did he have something going on the side over here with this man? I'm curious now.
From corporate interference, from ratings pressures, from presidential threats. Zucker was always on, seemingly always awake and online, always watching, always quick with words of encouragement, or a sharp question for a guest, or a better idea for a homepage headline. He cared deeply, and every employee knew it. Even if they didn't like his story idea or his solution to a problem, they knew that he cared.
Nobody cared.
And that's not always the case in media. Leaders don't always eat, sleep, breathe, live the news. But Zucker did. I mean, this was the headline when he first joined CNN nearly 10 years ago. It says the guy has news in his veins, and that was exactly right. He knows news. Now, I haven't spoken with him since last week.
Was this written
but
by
I'm
a
sure he knows
BuzzFeed employee with accents?
Who's news? Now, I haven't spoken with him since last week, but I'm sure he knows his exit is a big news story. It's been front page.
Oh, I see. He's just milking this for ratings. He wants everyone to think that it's big so that they'll watch his show. That makes sense. They're dying anyways.
So let's try to answer the question on the minds of everyone I've been talking with. Why was he forced out? Well, the big part of the story that was underappreciated on Wednesday, all this news coverage on Wednesday, the big part that was underappreciated, the backdrop to all of this, is a looming mega merger. CNN and HBO and the rest of Warner Media are being spun off right now by AT&T. It is step one in the formation of a new company, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Wait a minute, they're being spun off? I thought they were just reorganizing stuff. Like, when you say spin off, that means that, like, you're making, like, new companies and you're selling them, essentially. Is that what's happening here? Because I have been hearing stuff about that, because apparently that all that reorganizing is what's going to make the Snyderverse happen.
Is a looming mega merger. CNN and HBO and the rest of Warner Media are being spun off right now by AT&T. It is step one in the formation of a new company, Warner Brothers Discovery. The current CEO of Discovery, David Zaslav, will run the new company. The deal is most likely 2 to 3 months from taking effect, assuming the government and the shareholders all sign off. But assuming is dangerous when it comes to the government. The regulatory review process is complicated. It is a big source of stress for the executives. AT&T and Discovery are determined.
But you have to remember, guys, that like Time Warner, when Time Warner bought AT&T, people were like, "Oh, are they gonna?" Like everyone thought that it wasn't gonna go through, and the FCC, I think the FCC or SEC or whatever, they said yeah. And I think like both Turner individually, Turner and AT&T are way bigger than Discovery. This is gonna go through.
To get this deal done, it is the top priority. It is frankly all that matters to the management right now. They don't want anything to go wrong. And it doesn't seem like anything is going to go wrong. It seems like the deal is going to take effect. But that's the background for Jeff Zucker's exit. Now, what was in the foreground? Well, as these headlines say,
who's this dude trying to be, like the left-wing Alex Jones?
Gullist, the head of marketing and PR for CNN. Many people inside this company believe it would not have come to this without Chris Cuomo. So let's unpack that. As the Wall Street Journal reported, Chris Cuomo's legal team raised questions about Zucker's relationship. They brought it to the forefront. Think back 1 year to the scandals surrounding New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. The governor hurt his brother, Chris, and that caused headaches for Zucker. For months and months, there were debates about whether CNN did the right thing by keeping Chris Cuomo on the air in prime time. There were lots of debates about it right here inside CNN. Eventually, Zucker decided to fire Chris. No severance, no payout, and that's when Cuomo called in lawyers. He wanted the money. Someone brought up Zucker and Gullist. Were they a couple? Were they concealing it? Were they violating the company's code of conduct? Wasn't Zucker guilty just like Cuomo was guilty? See, the way Cuomo's detractors see it, he exacted revenge. It's as if he said, "You took me down, so I'm taking you down." Cuomo's allies totally reject this view. They say Chris's hands are clean. Either way.
That's weird. It could be true. I don't know, but it's weird how much CNN is trying to like even further take out Chris Cuomo over this. That's interesting. I find.
Did have a secret, and that secret came out because of Cuomo's firing and the tug of war that followed. Zucker was asked if he was in a romantic relationship with Gullist. He said yes, but he had not disclosed it before. Now, inside CNN, people had wondered, were they together? But there's a big difference between wondering and knowing. What people did know, and I'm channeling the feelings of many sources when I say this, is that Zucker and Gullist made each other better at work. They were an incredibly
No! Please tell me you're not uniting for this man who is his actions have made things, from your own admission, I don't know if I agree with you, but have made things at CNN worse, more difficult, more turbulent. How are you gonna say all of that and then come on here and be like, well, he was right for having a relationship with his employee because they made each other do better at their job? What? Are you gonna get fired too? What is happening?
Zucker and Gullist made
What
each
is
other
this?
better at work. They were an incredibly effective team. She was essentially his chief of staff. She could have been in line to run CNN. But now all that's gone. And you can draw a straight line from Andrew Cuomo's downfall to Zucker's. It is almost Shakespearean. When Zucker's boss, Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar, found out about the relationship last week, he brought it to his boss, AT&T chief John Stankey. My sense is that Zucker knew there would be fallout because he knew he had violated the code of conduct by not disclosing his relationship with his subordinate right away. But he did not expect to get fired. This was, in the minds of many on Team Zucker, a 15-yard penalty, but AT&T threw him out of the game altogether for it. Kilar said Zucker had to resign or he would be terminated. Zucker tried to stay on for a transition period, a month, even just a week, but he was told no. He was out instantly. Which brings us back to the question inside here. Why? CNN's Dana Bash said it to Kilar directly during a tense staff meeting Wednesday night. She said it felt like the punishment didn't fit the crime. That's the prevailing view inside CNN.
Why did they have the idea? Why do they feel like this is something that shouldn't be punished? I'm so confused why they think, like, is this, do they all think this is normal? Are they all dating each other in like some like weird like incestuous what?
In some weird like pizza Hut basement?
Word what?
You said are they all dating each other?
Yes, like in this like, I don't know, weird like incestuous like sex cult, and now they're afraid that because like the CEO got caught like having a relationship with one of the employees, that now they're all gonna get in trouble, and that's why they're mad. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because as a CEO, having a relationship with one of your employees is like, I think it's a commonly known like no, like you're not supposed to do that. So why are you pretending to be
Mr. Pizza
surprised?
said in the
I
chat,
don't understand.
newbie has to react to the Seuss Bowl YTPism made.
Yes, I will, but not during this stream. I'm actually almost done with this stream. This is the last thing that I'm reacting to because I have work later. I gotta go take a nap and rest up for that. But I did want to get to this news story because this news story is kind of big.
Didn't fit.
Well, I mean, it's not huge. It's not as big as Brian Stelter is wide, but it's a decent size.
Said it to Kilar directly during a tense staff meeting Wednesday night. She said it felt like the punishment didn't fit the crime. That's the prevailing view inside CNN.
DJLL reacts. Said in the chat, hey.
Oh, hey, DJL, what's up?
Zucker did break the rules. News outlets hold others accountable for breaking the rules all the time. And beyond that, in this case, I wouldn't say timing is everything, but it's a lot of the things. AT&T wants and needs that deal to go through. Doesn't want any mess, any complication. So Zucker is out. And CNN now continues without him. And these headlines capture the situation.
DJLL reacts. Said in the chat, just cleaned my room and did a vid.
Nice. Cool. Throw your video into the chat actually, and I'll take a look at it when I like the next time I go through all the like the memes and reactions and stuff.
Staffers are angry. They're angry at Warner Media. They're angry at Cuomo, and they're wondering what happens now. We know that Kilar has appointed 3 steady, reliable hands, 3 longtime members of Zucker's leadership team to run CNN until Discovery takes over. Michael Bass, Amy Antelis, Ken Jouts. They know what to do, and they're doing it every day, keeping CNN humming along. When this deal closes, probably April or May, Discovery will name a new boss, a new head of CNN. I'm told by sources that Discovery views this as a fresh start for CNN. And
That's
maybe in
good.
a
That's
year,
good.
People will look back and say this was a good thing for CNN, new leadership. But it's not what the staffers here wanted. And so
no! Well, it's too bad. The staffers suck. I don't know if that's true, but like, very few people like CNN. CNN's ratings are the toilet. They're losing credibility by the hour. I don't think people care too much about. I don't think that people are in love with the CNN staffers are as in love. People are not as in love with the CNN staffers as you are with Jeff Zucker, Brad Stelter.
New leadership, but it's not what the staffers here wanted, and certainly not like this.
Oh no. Poor CNN staffers. Whatever are they going to do? So sad. R.I.P. Oh, this dude's ridiculous. This is hilarious. Oh man. But anyways, thanks guys for let's see. Thanks guys for tuning in. It was great having you guys on board, being back streaming again. I plan on streaming again later in the week on Thursday, and then maybe once over the weekend. I actually might be able to stream tonight. We will see. We will see. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of the sound. If the sound sounds good. I am perpetually disappointed and dismayed by my sound quality, so I'm always going to be tweaking it. Let me know if you guys think anything should be changed. Something is too loud, too quiet, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, Lord willing. See y'all.